life. Right? That means even when somebody speaks up very little about you, maybe sometimes correcting, right? But you get angry. So if we have such kind of bad attitude towards when somebody says something to us, then the final result is that our physical body become not so pleasant, right? So even if you get angry in this moment, you can see the difference what you make with your face and everything. That is not a pleasant thing to see. So therefore, if we do it again and again, the Buddha says, it makes our physical body not that much pleasant one. Right? So the opposite, if you don't get angry, right, you are not offended, you are quite tolerable person, patient. When somebody says something, you can bear it with smiling face sometimes. If somebody blame you, if you can bear it with smiling face, that's quite good, strong power that you are having. But very few people can do it. But it's a possible thing. How it become possible? You have to do it again and again, again and again. It should be a patipada. Right? It's called Pasadika Sangvattanika Patipada. Pasadika is, it makes your pleasure. Right? Therefore, if anyone do these things again and again, then it becomes a patipada, a normal, if not this habitual thing that you are doing daily. Then it leads you to a good place. And if you come to this world, what happens? Your bodily figure becomes quite good one. Right? So that is the reason for that. Then the fourth one is why some people are seen to be uninfluential, right? And also some people are quite powerful and these influential people. Buddha says a certain man or woman is envious. One who envies, resents and begrudges the gains, honor, respect, reverence, salutations and veneration received by others. So you don't like when somebody else get respect, when somebody else gets some gain, you don't like. We have some sort of jealousy, you envy. So we all have these shortcomings with us, right? But if we have these just for 1 day, 2 days, okay, right? It does not make much harm to us. But if we make it a habit, then it will put us in trouble, in danger. Sometimes even in this very life. But here it says, after death, on dissolution of our body, the result we get a bad destination. Even this thing if we practice again and again, right? Then if you are not envious, right? You don't envy others' property, others' respect, honors, reverence and salutations and venerations, then you become quite influential person, right? Powerful person. Many people want to listen to you. Many people want to sometimes obey you, right? So that comes in that way. Right? Then the other pair, that is about this poverty and wealth. I think that is quite known to Buddhist people, right? We know that, because if you are not generous, right? If you don't give anything to anybody, just quite this stingy, right? Miserly sort of people. Then, if you practice it as something that we do daily or again and again in our life, right? Habitual one. If it becomes our habit not to give anything, right? So here the Buddha says there are 10 things, 10 materials, right? Normally Buddha says here that they are to be given to Brahmins and recluses, that means secular religious people, right, during the Buddha's time. So what are those? Food, drink, clothing, carriages, that means vehicles, garlands, scents, unguents, beds, dwellings and lands. There are 10 these things. Even today we offer these things, right? So if anyone practice this not giving, not offering these things, especially to these religious people, that means they are leading religious life, right? Of course you can give these things to any other normal people, also even animals you can give food. That's a quite good thing. It's not bad, right? Beggars. There are so many, your friend, relatives, the same thing you are practicing. But differences are there, of course, right? When you offer something to a dog, if you give something to a dog and you give something to a human being. So there is difference in it, according to the Buddhist doctrine, right? Because this animal, it has nothing, no good qualities sometimes. Man, he has some qualities. Of course, sometimes he may be a very bad person, but even then he may have some qualities more than that animal. Therefore, you are giving something to man is better than giving to an animal. So in that way there are some differences, but what we should do, we have to practice this generosity, not giving, right? Liberality. So if we do not practice that, what happens very often, we get these bad destinations, Pali. And if we come to this world somehow or other, by chance sometimes, even though because you are not giving, but you are practicing some other good thing. Therefore, sometimes you may come again to this world. That's why we have these differences, because we all have different, sometimes liking. Some people are there, they want to give always something of, but they want to blame others, right? They blame, if not they get angry very quickly. So you are practicing good one thing and you are practicing another bad thing. So therefore, different these aspects. So sometimes even though you are not giving anything, sometimes you can be born in this world again. But if you are reborn in this world, what will happen? The result is that you will be poor, right? you may not be